What's up, everyone? Welcome to my channel, Enter the Dungeon. I'm Sam, and today we're going to talk about an awesome project that is just kicking off, an early project, and a potential whitelist opportunity. And that project is Concave Fi. Welcome to my channel, Enter the Dungeon, the home of those dirty DeFi degenerate calls, those 100Xs, all those different gems that you've been looking for, airdrop news, and all the different ways that I make money online. But first, I've got to give you a disclaimer. Nothing on this channel is financial advice. Always do your own research. Everything on this channel is purely for educational purposes only. In fact, I'm going to go one step further. Don't buy anything that I mention on this channel, okay? Everything that we talk about here is super high risk plays. As far as I'm concerned, everything that I talk about on this channel is so risky that you're probably going to lose all of your money, okay? So this is for the real apes out there. This is for the real degens, and we've got something real special today. So are we all going to make it, or are we all going to rug? I don't know. Again, it's important to do your own research, but we've got another cool Fork style project to talk about today, something that's just kicked off a few days ago and already has, I think, like 20,000 users in their Discord. And if you've been following other projects with a similar growth trajectory like Rome and Time Wonderland, you'll know that early growth signal in the Discord is a very good signal that this project is going to go off when it launches. Does that mean that we have conviction that it's a good play? No, absolutely not. So again, thank you for being here. While you're here, make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you'll be one of the first people to get these calls drop on your phone. Do me a big favor, go to my site, dungeon.fyi, drop your email address, hit subscribe, and I'll send you 1 to 2 emails a week. And if you're on that email list, you're going to be one of the first people to get access to my Discord when it opens up, and you'll get free lifetime access to any paid upgrade roles or any of the alpha that's in there. That will be yours, but only if you're on this email list. Okay, so let's get into this. What are we talking about? Today we're talking about Concave Finance, a new project in the DeFi space that has heavy and close ties, from what we know, to Olympus DAO, to Ohm. So what do we know about it so far? We think it's an Ohm fork, but there's a lot of mystery around that, actually. On one of their tweets, they said, we're not an Ohm. They basically said, are we an Ohm fork or an Ohm spoon? So what does that mean? We don't know if they're forking the Ohm code or what exactly they're, how exactly they're related to Ohm. We know that they have some heavy ties there. Some of the team members may have ties in the Ohmi community. And from looking through their Discord and learning as much as I could just this morning, I just learned about this project this morning, by the way. So I started just doing a bunch of research, and from what I can gather, what we may be looking at is a metaverse-related cross-chain interoperability protocol. That's my best guess. Do your own research. I have no idea. At this point, there's a lot of mystique and mystery surrounding this project. So this is my best guess. It's going to be worth it for you if you're interested in the whitelist to go into their Discord and all that and try to figure this stuff out on your own. But my guess is what we are looking at is not a direct competitor of Ohm, but, maybe they're spooning with Ohm. Maybe they're the little spoon. Maybe they're the big spoon. I don't really know, but I don't think this is a competitive play with Olympus DAO. I think that there is somehow a synergistic, a spooning factor here where these projects are going to work together. I think what we're looking at is not a reserve currency like Ohm, but more of a synergistic project with Ohm that will actually potentially help people bridge and operate in the metaverse across different chains and protocols, meaning companies or projects or individuals can take their metaverse assets, their metaverse code, their projects, and be able to use them across different protocols and interoperate within other metaverses. Again, these are just my best guesses from what we're looking at right now. So far, there's not a lot of information. There's a Google Doc out there with some research, and there's the Discord channels, and of course, there's their Twitter. So official links, not much yet. Okay, there's no website. We don't even know what chain this is on. We don't know a ticker. A lot of that stuff is unknown. Remember, this is about 5 days old. What we do have, we have access to their Twitter at Concave FI. So you definitely want to go there first to get any of their links. And from their Twitter, you can go to a link tree that they have set up that for right now is only linking out to members of their team. So you can start to do your own research that way. Might be a highly risky play, might be a serious alpha play, as it does look like there's definitely some whitelist opportunities still available as far as we know. So you'll need to be in their Discord to potentially get on that whitelist. Now, remember that there's no guarantee. Even if you follow all the steps that you think you need to do to get into the Discord, and you do everything right, and you do everything that you think, there's still no guarantee. So don't come back into my YouTube comments and be like, oh, dude, you told me I could get the whitelist, but I didn't get it. The truth is, for all these whitelists, even if you follow every step, there's no guarantee. So I just want you to know that, okay? But basically, what it looks like is you're going to have to get into their Discord. You're going to have to contribute as much as you can and try to get all the different roles. And there is some information in the Discord, and we'll try to break that down a little bit, but we can't go too deep on this video, obviously, because we don't have all day. First of all, I do want to give a little shout out to this dude, Alpha Only. So if you're following my channel and you like the type of content around DeFi, forks and stuff, you'll definitely love this dude's channel too. I highly suggest going and following him. Many of you probably already know about it. No, I've never met this guy, never talked to him. I don't know anything about him, but I do know he puts out some great alpha. And I believe he was one of the first people to mention Concave. So just a little shout out to Alpha Only. Go follow that dude. So what do we know? Let's break this down a little bit further. Right now, everything public is happening on their Twitter at Concave5. You can go to their link tree here, which will take you to basically just a list of all these Twitter accounts. These are all people involved in, the project, potentially developers, potentially influencers. We don't really know. I haven't done a deep dive and looked at all of these accounts, so that's something you'll need to do. Going back to their Twitter, this tagline, the world's best kept secret. So there's a lot of mystery surrounding this project, just like there was around a lot of other projects like Temple DAO, Babylon. There's a lot of heavy mystery language, mystique, a lot of gamification in the Discord. Basically you're following side quests, and you have to kind of dig deep and try to figure out what to do and get the Discord. But when you get in their Discord, you'll find that people are having fun, that it's a pretty cool experience, and that you do have to essentially jump through a lot of hoops to figure out what's going on. So how to get in their Discord? Right now, it's not super easy. Basically, you can only get into their Discord currently that I know of through an invite link on their Twitter, and they're dropping these, every 20 to 30 minutes or so. Along with different memes that their community is making. And then these Discord invites will shut down after a few minutes. So you basically have to hang out on their Twitter, wait for an invite link, and jump in that way. And that's pretty much, it so far that we know on the Twitter side. It's all just memes. It's all, some community shout outs. Once you get an invite, you're going to need to come in here, and the first thing you're going to need to do is go to the welcome verification channel and verify your account by clicking on this emoji right here, and that's going to get you access to the rest of their channel. And from there, you're going to have to start doing a lot of poking around. And the goal is to eventually start getting some of these roles here, engineers, I don't know about that, inspectors. There's quite a few actually, documentors. There's a lot of them, so we'll break that down a little bit more in a second. But as far as we know right now, the only way to get a whitelist is to go through the steps to get all of these roles. And even then, again, there's no guarantee, but contributing to the community, getting the roles, boosting the server. Going in here, you'll need a Discord Nitro account or to spend a little bit of money. I think it's $10 a month. You can go in here and click server boost, and that's going to immediately give you one of the roles. I boosted it the first thing coming in, and I immediately got I got an upgrade role. And then from there, you're just going to need to come in here and start reading and doing a lot of exploration. I suggest that the first thing you do is to go down here, start here, and come in here and just start reading the pinned messages. So there's a lot of questions about this project. My immediate first question was like, what chain is it going to be on? So you can come in here and start reading this to get this idea. Right now, for example, okay, so here I found this on the chain question. No official news, but given the involvement of the Ohm team, it is suspected to be launched on Ethereum. So it may be an ETH project, but again, we don't exactly know. There's a lot of good stuff in here. If you just do a little bit of digging, a little bit of grinding in here, maybe make some memes, make some friends, and just share some alpha and all that stuff, then there is a possibility, as far as I know right now, of getting the whitelist. But again, no guarantees. We don't know the launch date. We don't know the token supply. We don't know anything about the tokenomics. Very, very early to this project, and it's also going to be very easy to get scammed. Okay, so make sure you don't respond to any DMs or anything. None of the admins are going to DM you. There's no official coin or ticker out there, so you can't buy this project as of today's date, November 29th. So if you see anything out there that is like a fake Concave token, don't buy that right now. There is actually a map of these different roles. You can find this link. Maybe I'll share this link below this video, actually. But you can see there's a couple of these out here. For example, when you first come in and you verify, you're going to get the miner role. Okay, and then to get the hentai role, you need to go into the culture request channel and react to something in there. And getting the foreman role is what you'll get when you boost the channel. So it says here this is an optional route. I have no idea what exactly that means, but just by boosting the Discord server with Discord Nitro, you're going to get that role. And then it goes on to give the Genesis role, the surveyor role, seismologist, splunker, and documentor. So there's also a Google document floating around with a lot of information, different people's guesses and research. These are from community members who came in here as betas trying to find a vision that Concave gave to us. Underneath lies what Concave came to become in the past couple of days and brought us together. We're looking forward to continuing this journey. So these are the different users who made this, and basically there's just a lot of information in here. So you can find this Google document also in the Discord. It looks like a cool timeline that the community users are breaking down of just what's been going on with Concave. So again, check all this stuff out. Find these different links. Find out how to get these roles. And here's another, I think this is basically the same map, but it's kind of like a journey through Concave, how to get the roles. All available in the Discord. So going back to what we know and what we think, again, not a lot out there, but my best guess is what we're looking at is an interoperability play between chains for the metaverse, essentially infrastructure to build cross-chain metaverse projects. I could be very wrong at this point because there's just not a ton out there. Okay, so definitely jump in the Discord and try to get some conviction and try to find, try to figure out if this is something that you want to take part in. If you're interested in getting the whitelist, obviously getting whitelist on some of these projects can be a very big deal. Some of these projects have just mooned after launch. Some of them have been wrecked too, and a lot of them have been rugs, scams, or just evaporated. Okay, so, and if you like this video, do me a favor. Again, hit subscribe on my website, dungeon.fyi, and I will send you 1 or 2 emails a week to keep you in the loop of all the dirty DeFi plays that I'm looking at. And remember that just by being on this email list, you'll be one of the first people to get access to my Discord server and get lifetime free access to all the alpha that I ever drop in there, even if I eventually upgrade it to a paid server. So thanks again. I hope you guys stay safe out there. Jump in there and check out Concave, and we'll see you on the next video.